seriously seek leave from the House. Question number 6, Jonathan Young.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Energy and Resources and asks, what steps is the government taking to encourage the development of New Zealand's oil, gas and mineral resources?
The Honourable Phil Heatley.
Mr Speaker, yesterday the Crown Minerals Permitting and Crown Land Bill passed its first reading in this House. The bill is a significant step in the government's commitment to promote responsible exploration and production of oil, gas and mineral resources. The bill will also ensure that the country receives a fair financial return for those minerals so they can contribute more to our economic development, as well as providing New Zealanders with greater confidence in how the government allocates rights to resources and how it is managing and regulating those rights.
Jonathan Young.
What reports has the Minister seen on the potential of the oil, gas and minerals sector?
The Honourable Phil Heatley.
Mr Speaker, I've seen a report from the Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment that shows that New Zealand is set to earn more than $3 billion in royalties from oil and gas fields already in production. If patterns of exploration and development increase, future royalty income could generate up to $12.7 billion to New Zealand. This is new money that can be invested in schools and hospitals and roads. This is why the government wants to realise the economic benefits from developing our oil, gas and mineral resources in a safe and environmentally responsible manner.
Jonathan Young.
What other work is government progressing in relation to ensuring a strong regulatory regime for oil and gas exploration?
The Honourable Phil Heatley.
Mr Speaker, the government recently passed new environmental legislation that will allow us to carefully manage development of our enormous resources that lie in our oceans in an environmentally responsible way. We also recently reviewed New Zealand's marine oil spill preparedness and response capability. The government's also currently reviewing the health and safety regs that apply to petroleum operations and reviewing the minimum insurance requirements for offshore installations. And I wait with interest for the Parliamentary Commissioner for the Environment's investigation into hydraulic fracturing. So, Mr Speaker, as you can see, there are several reforms going on at the moment that will ensure we have a more robust but progressive regulatory regime.
Tauraro Flavel.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Kia ora tātou. To the Minister, does the Minister agree with the submission of Ngāti Porou in response to the review of the Crown Minerals Act that preceded the legislation he mentioned earlier, that, quote, the Crown is proposing what Ngāti Porou consider to be the progressive removal and or softening of environmental protections and the already limited protections to iwi? If not, why not?
The Honourable Phil Heatley.
No, Mr Speaker. The Crown's obligations to iwi and to the environment are already significant. Processes for discharging those obligations are established through the minerals programs, and those obligations and principles set out in the minerals programs are sound and broad enough to take care of what the member raises.
Question number 7, the Honourable David Parker.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Finance. Does he stand by his statement, quote,